wake up every single morning and the first thing that comes to my mind is death. I don't mean that sort of in like a depressing way. It's actually quite the opposite, because I haven't been this happy in pretty much the 22 years that I've been on this planet. I haven't been this grateful and happy to be alive. So I think what contributed to that is thinking about dying. It's kind of a paradox. I mean, life is a paradox in and of itself, but it's just funny how thinking about such a dreary subject, it gets you to a place where you kind of accept your current reality. So yeah, I wanted to talk about how ever since I started just imagining what that must feel like, my worldview has really shifted ever since I started doing it. I am everything that exists for me from my perspective. I mean, my perception of reality, of course, isn't 100% accurate. I mean, no one's perception is 100% accurate, because we can't really see reality for what it truly is. We're just bound by our senses, and that's pretty much it. That's how we perceive the world. But it's just fascinating to me because I'm everything that exists for me my whole life. My experiences, the things that I've done, the people that I've met, those have always been ever changing, but the only thing that stayed constant was my awareness. When you really know your awareness and you feel it, it's very different from when you try to describe it. So like, I could try my best to explain it in a way that makes sense, but I don't think I'll ever be able to do that with words. But I'll try my best anyways. It's just a fun little practice for me. But yeah, it's something that's been really fascinating to me, just kind of how the afterlife and just kind of dying, how that would feel like, and how limited my perception of reality really is. I mean, the word perception in and of itself is an oxymoron. Like, you can't truly perceive reality because everyone's perspective is limited. The definition of the word perception to its core is the word limited. So it's something that I've accepted, but it's just still really fascinating. And every time I do think about death and dying and how kind of experiencing this like ego death in a way, every time I've done that, and it's gotten me closer to myself in a way, like my true core self, and maybe even to God. Like, I just feel kind of the presence of God, and it's made me more aware of my experience here on earth, and it's made me a lot more grateful for my life that I'm living. Almost in a way, it's like falling in love with existence. And like, not to get emotional or anything, but I've never felt this way before, and I used to preach to myself self-love and affirmations, but I wasn't truly feeling it like I am now, kind of just without even a word to describe it. Feeling of love and blissfulness just outpouring from somewhere within. It's not really something that you can describe, but if you haven't done it, definitely try to do it. Like, try thinking about it and see kind of how you feel afterwards, like the internal shift that happens. I'm not saying to do this for everyone. I'm only talking to a select few of people that are ready to hear this. If you are depressed or feeling depressed, definitely don't try this. And maybe I should even kind of redefine what I mean by death. I just mean it in the sense of like getting free from your perspective on reality. It's almost like a breakthrough from that, like you're not going to exist anymore as your awareness, yourself, going back to everything that is. So that's kind of what I mean. I don't mean it in the sense of like, oh, death and scary and scary stuff and into the unknown and nobody knows, or hell. Like, no, that's not my definition of death. It doesn't have that like negative connotation with it. I've kind of fully removed all meaning from certain words, at least for me, so that I don't get too, so that they don't feel too heavy. So I think that's one way you can truly think about it, is if you remove all of the negative meanings that are associated with that word. And one way to do that actually is to take a word, like for instance death, or even just for cases when you're feeling anxious. This is also a good practice that I do. I take the word like I'm feeling anxious or I'm scared of death, and I just like make up a random word that doesn't exist in the English language. Like for instance, fuma, fumang. I don't know, it just came randomly to me. And I say that over and over and over until it loses its meaning, and it's almost like a shift happens in my head, and then I don't feel that emotion anymore. It's like it's there, but I don't label it as bad.